What's up YouTube, it's your boy Grassy TV coming at you with another video for Hero Siege 2. We just received word that Season 5 is going to take a bit longer than expected, and with some of the unfortunate things that happened in Season 4, Pinnacle Studios is actually going to be wiping Season 4 and releasing Season 4.5. There's currently no data release or any information about class balancing, but I can expect that most of their time is going to be spent working on Season 5. Today I'm bringing you a preliminary starters tier list for Season 4.5. What's great about this tier list is we already have the data from Season 4 of what players most likely will play in 4.5. As always, make sure you pick what's most fun to you and not what tier it received. Let's get started. Starting off with Caustic Spearhead. Nobody played this in Season 4 and I don't expect anybody to play it in 4.5. This is going to be a D tier starter. Thunder Fury is pretty good. You have really good AoE clear for mapping. Its boss damage is horrendous, so you're going to have to get around that. This is B tier. Butcher leveling as a whole might be some of the worst leveling of any character in the game. I'm going to put all of his stuff in B tier or C tier. Bullet Hell can be very good for clear. It does lack the single target. You can put on a two-handed weapon on your back bar, swap trees and swap loadouts in order to play Slice of Shadows to get a bit more single target. I'm going to put this in B tier as well. Blood Bolts doesn't really start getting its damage until you get enough skill points in it to get enough projectiles to really make the skill pop. I would put it in A tier. Blood Surge on the other hand is very strong. You will not play this skill until level 30 when you get blood tendrils, but once you do, you are wiping the screen. S tier for sure. Bone Storm just gets overshadowed by the other two options. B tier. Asteroid starts off really good, but it falls off extremely fast. I'm putting this in C tier. The first player to reach level 100 in Season 4 out of all of the regions was actually a Fire Exo. Solar Dash by far the fastest leveling character in the game. Age of Proliferation is actually stupid strong for leveling, and you get a teleport that gives you additional movement speed. I'm putting this in A tier. Guardians has dummy single target, but it's not the best playstyle. For that reason, I'm putting it in A tier. I have a buddy that's playing Flash Streets and he's doing 6.7 billion single target on this skill, but I would never level it. C tier for sure. Freezing Leap is really fun, but it doesn't have any damage. D tier for me. Orb of Frost as always has huge AoE, it's really fun, chills everything, it has a teleport skill on it. A tier for sure. I don't know a single person in Season 4 that played a Bomb Marauder. I also don't know a single person in Season 4 that played a Trapper. And I know 2 people in all of Season 4 that played Heavy Ball. Fun fact about Gunner Drones, reverse card does work on it. However, it's extremely expensive to make this build feel good. Do not start this. Trickshot Multi-Shot's basically in the same spot that it was. I'm putting this in an A tier. It's a pretty good starter if you like that playstyle. Bone Spear early feels pretty good, but later on it falls off super hard and gets way overshadowed by summons. It's a B tier starter. Summoner on the other hand is doing extremely well in Season 4. I'm playing a Summoner, I have a build guide for it. S tier starter for sure. Flying Scimitar doing okay, it's fairly mid. We're putting that in B tier.
Okay, Fuma, Sandgush levels are really good still.
I probably wouldn't play this. It doesn't scale that well. It's probably C tier at best. Holy Hammer is actually a pretty good skill. It just gets outscaled by every other class in the game. And Lightning Fury also very fun to play, but leveling it is terrible. Cannonball wasn't played as much in Season 4 as I thought it would be. It is a really good starter. I'm going to put this in S tier. Same goes for Parrots. I didn't see nearly as many people playing Parrot in Season 4. It is a very good starter. Also S tier. Surgical Bloodletting is one of the best early starters for bossing, as it does get a ton of additive physical damage for free just from life stacking. This is also an S tier starter. Toxic Blast on the other hand, I would never use this skill at the start. Once you get the augment, it's fine, but early on, it's not fun to me. I'm putting that in C tier. Hydras by themselves early are not the best. Once you get gear on them, Hydras are insane, but using just Hydras by itself in the early game is not a good experience. I haven't tested Inferno Slash yet, but I would imagine that it's probably between B and C tier. Scorching Aura Pyro is very strong. It scales very easy and you can swap the Hydras later for single target. Chainsaw Massacre just getting overshadowed by Viking, C tier at best. Pickup Raid getting overshadowed by every other Firecaster, C tier at best. Play Barrier is basically the physical version of Bone Storm. It's okay. I'm gonna put this in B tier. Empire Slash actually in Hell 1 is pretty insane because you can just blast around going a million miles an hour, killing a ton of monsters with just using a big two-handed weapon and getting a ton of like Bifrost keys, Angelic keys, and runes doing it. I'm actually gonna put this in A tier. Explosive Kune, I would just ask Snow Zone. I don't have any idea on this one. Spirit Wolves is ultimately just like a mid summoner. You'd be better off playing Parrots or Necro, but still a B tier starter. Tornado is an arcane caster that has really good AoE. It does lack in the single target department until you get some decent gear, but for leveling, it's great. Totems actually level decently until about Nightmare, and then they fall off completely. Don't play this. If you're looking for the best Shield Lancer builds, be sure that you add Nemo in the Hero Siege 2 Discord asking for the Graxy special, as he has all the details on the best Shield Lancer builds in the game. Stormbolt is really fun once you get the augment, but until that point, leveling it's kind of a meme. Apocalyptic Thunder is an insane bosser early, and then all you have to do is swap to the Lightning Surge skill for clear. Both of these are S tier starters. Shockwave Viking is our first melee build making it into the S tier, with Whirlwind pretty far behind it for leveling, but the end game for Whirlwind is actually insane. They are all S tier starters. It has tons of AoE, really good sustain. However, it is a 2-button build, so if you don't like 2-button builds, this one might not be for you. And that's going to wrap up this video. Be sure you check out the comments down below. I will have a link to a straw poll where you can vote for your season 4.5 starter. If you enjoy Hero Siege 2 content, be sure to hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with all of my future videos. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave it a like, as it does help me a ton. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.